Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's class we will see some important staff nurses questions and answers. When counting the apical pulse during the physical assessment, it is the most accepted practice for the nurse to count the apical pulse in which of the following ways. The options are A. For 15 seconds and multiply by 4, for 30 seconds and multiply by 2, for 1 minute checking the radial pulse at the same time, and D for 1 minute. The most common way or the practice to check the apical pulse. The answer is D for full 1 minute. Next question. Munson sign is seen in option A. Morgerian cataract, B. keratoconus, B. endophthalmitis, and D. trachoma. Munson sign is seen in, and the answer is D. keratoconus. We will see what is this Munson sign. Munson sign is a V-shaped indentation observed in the lower eyelid when the patient's gaze is directed downwards. The medical sign is characteristics of advanced case of keratoconus and is caused by the cone-shaped cornea pressing down into the eyelid. When teaching someone about endocrine glands, which of the following statement could you use? The options are A. The endocrine glands include sweat and sebaceous gland. Option B. Endocrine glands all have at least one duct. Option C. Hormones are carried away from the endocrine glands by the blood. And option D. There is no epithelial tissue in endocrine glands. Which of the following statement could you use when someone is teaching about endocrine glands? The answer is C. Hormones are carried away from the endocrine glands by the blood. Color coding for nitrous oxide cylinder is. The options are A. black, B. black with white shoulders, and C. French blue, and D. grey. What is the common color for nitrous oxide cylinder? The answer is D. grey. When helping the client who is recovering from a stroke to walk, the nurse aide should assist. The options are on the client's wrong side, on the client's weak side, from behind the client, and D. with a wheelchair. How a nurse should help a client those who recovered from stroke while he is walking? The answer is the nurse should help on the client's weak side. Which of the following situation is considered as an intentional tort? The options are A. Nurse miscounts the gauze pads during a surgery. Nurse divulges private information about the patient to media. C. Nurse causes a burn when applying a warm soap to legs. Nurse failed to monitor the blood pressure when administering an antihypertensive drug. Which of the following is considered as an intentional tort? The answer is B. The nurse divulged private information about the patient to media. When does the nurse chart an intervention that involves administering the medication to a client? The options are before the end of a shift, before the next dose of medication or treatment is due, within 1 hour, D is immediately. The when a nurse should write an chart regarding administering medication to the client. The answer is D. Immediately she should write in the medication chart. Which of the following is considered as an indication for administering serum albumin? The options are A. clotting of blood, C. formations of WBCs, C. formations of RBCs, and D. maintenance of oncotic pressure. indication for administering serum albumin is? The answer is D. Maintenance of oncotic pressure. When the physician telephones to order a therapy such as medication for the client of a student nurse, who is the best person to take this telephone order? Suppose when a physician is giving advice regarding the medication of a client to a student nurse, who should receive the call? It is the question. The options are A. Whoever is authorized by the hospital policy, a student nurse giving the client's care, the student nurse's instructor, any licensed nurse on duty. Who should receive the telephone order? The answer is A. Whoever is authorized by the hospital policy. It is appropriate for a nurse aide to share the information regarding a client's status with. The options are A. Anyone the nurse aide sees fit, the client's family members, the client's roommate, and the staff on the next shift, to whom the nurse should give the information regarding the client status. The answer is D. The staff on the next shift. So if you like this video, please press like, comment your valuable opinions, share, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.